make-believe. Alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. I pour 2 cups of coffee. It's a silly habit I don't wanna break. I tell you that I'm sorry. Couldn't we start over? But silence only answers in this place. And I'm playing make-believe with your memory, holding on to hopeful dreams, praying you'll come back to me like a child in a reverie. I'm playing make-believe. And if you could see how I'm suffering, you'd see I don't wanna face reality. I know I hurt you so bad, baby. I can't stand the possibility that you'll never come back to me. So I'm playing make-believe with your memory, holding on to hopeful dreams, praying you'll come back to me like a child in a reverie. I'm playing make-believe. I'm playing make-believe with your memory, holding on to hopeful dreams, praying you'll come back to me like a child in a reverie. I'm playing make-believe.
It's Artist Direct here on FM 100.5 KDEC, brought to you today, as always, by the guys at Singing Hammers Construction in Decorah. And I'm so pleased to have Melanie Davaney on with me this morning. Good morning, Melanie.
Hi, how are you, Jenny?
I'm really good, and I'm glad you joined us. Artist Direct is one of these cool opportunities we have to not only interview national artists that people know and are excited to, kind of get the backstory on some of their favorite songs, but we also have an opportunity where we get to talk. We've talked with local and regional artists. So I was thrilled when I got your email, and here's this talented singer-songwriter living in Los Angeles that wants to be on the air with us. And I thought, well, this is great. Turns out you're from Iowa.
I am. I am from the very small town of Epworth, Iowa, which is about 20 miles west of Dubuque.
Oh, we know
Not too
Epworth.
far away.
Yeah. Because we all know Dubuque. You got to come that way. So from Epworth, and then you're out there in LA and you're writing songs like Playing Make Believe. That song we just heard, Playing Make Believe. How long ago did you pen that?
Oh, boy. It's actually been a while. I want to say maybe 2009 or 2008. I think we started it in 2008. I co-wrote it with another singer-songwriter. Well, I had a brief stint in Nashville.
Yeah.
He and I sat down and started working on it. And then sometimes, songs take a while to come together. And I think I pretty much finished it in 2010 or 2011.
Wow, so it did take time to actually kind of find the place where it settled and it was right.
It's true. It's totally true.
So in terms of how that goes with your music and how it goes in life, have you found a place where you're settled and it's right in LA now?
No. To be perfectly honest, no. In fact, I was laughing because right now, kind of everything I own is in my car because it seems like I'm moving every 6 months. Now it's getting to the point where it's like every 4 months. So I'm not settled, but I'm having fun.
Well, that's kind of the life of the independent singer-songwriter. I mean, you sort of have to kind of go where the music takes you, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain amount of control. That's the one nice thing about being independent is that you kind of decide for yourself what you want. And I try really hard to kind of, be strategic about it. But yeah, life always is throwing you different angles that you just kind of go, oh, wow, that looks like a cool angle. I want to take that.
That's really cool. Again, we're talking with Melanie Davaney, Los Angeles-based singer-songwriter, originally from Epworth, Iowa. So tell me, the Iowa girl grows up, and at what point do you decide, I'm going off to be a musician, Mom and Dad?
Well, I left Iowa shortly after college, and I moved down to a place in Florida with a boy, and that boy ended up breaking up with me a couple years later, and he moved across the street with a new girl.
No.
Yes,
no.
3 days later.
Across the street?
And as a result of that, I thought to myself, well, I got to deal with this somehow. And so I think I had my mother actually send my guitar in the mail, and I started writing songs. And it's just one of those things where one thing led to another. And as I played around and kept doing shows and doing different things, I just knew that I wanted a different experience, and I also wanted to be in a center where, a music industry center, which of course, is either Los Angeles, Austin, Nashville, or New York. And
right.
I really just love LA. I love the mountains. I love the ocean. I love the desert, and it just fits me. So that's kind of how I ended up out there. And
what happened to that boyfriend?
Well, he and I are actually still friends, surprisingly, but we knew each other for so long that the whole thing almost was like a joke when it was all said and done. But I ended up going to LA sort of chasing a boy, and that's worked out fairly well.
That's good. I'm glad. So out of your relationships, how many songs come out of these relationship ups and downs?
Just about every song.
Yes.
Not quite. I do also draw a lot of inspiration from history and, a little bit from pop culture and also literature. I was an English major. I went to Loras College, actually.
Yeah.
And so I love to read, and I love stories of other people. I find the longer I do this, the less interesting I am to myself and the more interesting other people are. So a lot of my songs are actually based on other people.
Well, that's interesting. It gives you a bit of freedom, I imagine, too, to go outside the bounds of how you would respond and instead give that character some life and maybe even the song some life in a way that you wouldn't normally have done.
Definitely. And the really nice thing about that is being able to say, this isn't a song about me, so people don't make assumptions about me that wouldn't necessarily be true. I went through a phase where I was doing a lot of drinking songs, and people thought I had a problem, but I actually didn't. It was just that that was just a persona that I had taken on for a while in a younger and more wild place, and so it's kind of nice to be able to say no, this song's not about me.
It's very freeing that way. So tell me about, here's what's exciting is I found out when you contacted us that not only was there this really impressive singer-songwriter that was from Iowa, but you're coming back to Iowa. So you're heading back this way.
I am. I try to do an annual tour back over the holidays because it's just a great time to be back in Iowa and connect with friends and family. And so I'll be there from about December 15th through January 11th.
Wow. So you are going to be back for a while. Yeah.
I like it. I try to come spend Christmas and then get out before it gets really wicked.
Get out.
So it's my escape route back to Los Angeles and sunshine. And
that's just brilliant, actually, except you're getting back about the time that, isn't it, when the rain starts coming, or is that February?
It depends. It varies from year to year in my experience. So.
Well, that gives you more quiet time inside to write, correct?
Do that.
So, how does your family feel about all of this? When you said, I need my guitar, and guess what? I'm going to start being a musician.
I'm really blessed, Jenny. I have a really, really supportive family. They really, just have my best interests at heart, and they're some of my biggest and best promoters, actually. And, that being said, it's always great to go home and be able to spend time with them because it's hard when you live so far away.
Absolutely. Well, and they have a lot to be proud of. I was looking at some of your accomplishments, and at the Iowa State Finals for the Colgate Country Showdown, you were in that in 2007. You were named one of the Music Connection's top 100 unsigned acts for 2011, which means that you're one of those people to look out for. And you just did your third album with the producer that worked with Ryan Adams on Easy Tiger. I mean, that's a lot to put under your belt.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's just one of those things where you just keep plugging away and hope that, not hope, but just keep working to make bigger and better things happen all the time.
Absolutely. Again, we're here on Artist Direct FM 100.5 with Melanie Davaney. I want to get to another song, and I want to let people know first that you are coming back not only to Iowa, but you're going to be right in our area for 2 shows. I see that you're going to Calmer, and you're also going to Winona, Minnesota.
I'll be in Calmer at the Horseshoe, and then the following night I'll be at the Acoustic Cafe in Winona, Minnesota. So I'm looking forward to being in both places. It's been a while. I used to go to the Horseshoe a lot. I used to play there quite a bit. It's been a while.
That's
and
awesome.
It's always a great venue. Kind of a contrast to the Acoustic Cafe.
Absolutely. The Horseshoe in Calmer and the Acoustic Cafe in Winona are completely separate entities. They don't.
Absolutely.
But that's what makes it fun.
Both a great time.
Absolutely. Well, I think both shows are going to be incredible, and I assume that we'll be able to get some of your music at the shows.
Yes. I'll have my current CD, which is called Happy, Lucky, Lost, and Free. And then the new album actually won't be out until March of 2014. And it's so fast. The year's gone by so fast. But that being said, even though it won't be out until March, I actually have a 2-song sample disc from the new CD. So I'm doing a free giveaway to anybody that wants the album. So if you show up, you'll get a free CD.
Oh, that's exciting. That's really cool. And then you'll just have to come back again when the album's done.
That's the plan, actually.
All right, so Melanie, we've got the shows coming up here, both in Calmer at the Horseshoe and in Winona at Acoustic Cafe. But what if we want to find you online? What's the best place to stalk you?
The best place to stalk me, and please do, unless you're from Australia. I had a stalker from Australia, and he used to call it 2:00 in the morning.
Oh no!
So don't do that. But my number's no longer listed, so you can't call me. You can email me anytime, so it doesn't matter. But my website address is www.melaniedavaney.com.
And that's Devaney, Melanie Davaney. Let's play another song before you go, because there's so much of your music that's I had fun. I stalked you appropriately on YouTube, and checked out videos of live things, and also just the saddest video of a relationship, at a party, and the guy's paying attention to another woman, and it's just, that was a harsh one. What was that one with, you had the ring on your finger and it was about your husband? What was that song?
That's called Aritst. That's actually on the current CD, Happy, Lucky, Lost, and Free.
It is. Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
I've been there. Well, I've never been married to know that, but
yeah,
I don't know what it's like.
It's
a broken heart.
It's those broken hearts. It doesn't matter if there's a marriage or not, right? It still hurts.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to see how you portray those feelings and those emotions, not only in the song, but also in the video. So I really enjoyed that. Thank you. The song that I wanted to play now before I let you go was one that actually people are familiar with because it is a cover song. Don't Let Me Down. Original artist was?
The Beatles.
The Beatles. Well, it's interesting because you have a very well, we're going to hear it here, but you have it's a bit more of a sort of acoustic country feel to it than the Beatles were more of this kind of this pop rock band. And what made you decide that this was something that you wanted to take on and make your own?
I just knew that I wanted to do a cover song on this album, and I liked the sort of I don't want to use the word droning, but there's a very calming quality to the song, even the rock version. And I like the lyrics. I just like the idea of, I am so connected to you that I don't want you to let me down. Like, I'm putting all this energy and all of this life into this relationship, so don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. I think it's great. I love it, and I'm excited that we're going to be able to play it here for folks on Artist Direct. Before I do so, I want to thank you again for taking the time to do this. I know you're busy, and I know you're traveling, and I know it's the holidays and everything else, but I really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, I appreciate you having me on the program, and I hope we can do it again.
Absolutely. So don't forget, she's going to be at the Horseshoe in Calmer. She's also going to be at Acoustic Cafe in Winona, Minnesota. You can find her show list and everything online. Just Google her. She's everywhere. She's on Facebook. She's on Twitter. She's on WordPress. She's everywhere. And of course, check out her music online as well. Melanie, thank you again.
Thank you, Jenny.
All right, here we go. Don't Let Me Down. It's Melanie Davaney on FM 100.5's Artist Direct.
Guess nobody ever really loved me like you love me. Yeah, you do. And if somebody ever really loved me like you love me, yeah, you do. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that he ever done me, it done me good. And if somebody ever really done me,